Hi! Today I wanted to tell you how I plan to reach all of these goals every single year. So let's get into my monthly and weekly planning routine. I swear by a good brainstorming session to get started. It is so nice to get everything out of my head and onto paper. I try to do one big one every month and a small one every week. And if you need some inspiration for brainstorming questions, they will be down in the description box. So you've done your brainstorm and you're left with a paper full of words, something like this. And you don't quite know where to start, then it's time to prioritize. You're going to divide everything that you need to do into urgent and non-urgent, and an Eisenhower matrix, as I explained in this video, might actually help you with that. That is how I went from this to this. So I've divided my matrix into 4 parts, but I also divided it on tasks. So everything that is green is a to-do and everything that is blue is a project, and then I know how to plan time for that accordingly. Once you have divided all of that up, you can then add in your monthly goals, your yearly goals into this matrix as well. The secret to good planning is having a good focus. So decide on what will be your main focus for the month. I would do maximum 3 here, and your main focus for the week, which should only be 1, because dividing your energy all over the place is not gonna work. Then you're going to decide what you will spend the most time on and what you will spend less time on. These are your building blocks. I always take around 3 big building blocks and then 3 or 4 little ones. Pick maximum 5 goals and 5 habits that you will be working on every single month, and then I like to focus every single week on a different one of these. And don't forget to sprinkle in the fun and the enjoyment into your calendar as well. So then it's time to put it all in your calendar. The first thing that I put in my calendar are my meetings. Meetings are something that happens between 2 or multiple people, and you can't always set it when you prefer it to be. You can't just move it around. Then I try to focus on long-term projects, passion projects, things from the important non-urgent category of my matrix. Then add in the fun activities and the rest and recharging activities, and then put the rest of your work in between that, because work tends to stretch out to the time period that you actually give it. So if you now have around an 8-hour workday, if you plan for only 6 hours, it is very likely that you will actually get the same amount of work done in that time. And then I want to add some tips for a better planning routine. These are based on common mistakes that I have made in the past and ways that I fixed them. Add buffer time. One of my main flaws in the beginning with planning was planning everything back to back. But you need to allow buffer time in your calendar so you can move things around. So one single mishap doesn't uproot your whole entire day. Plan for breaks. If you are one of those people that struggles with taking breaks, actually plan them into your calendar. This completely changed the game for me. Be realistic. Plan for how much time an activity actually takes, not for how much time that you want it to take. Otherwise, you will always running behind. And this is different from trying to plan your work into little smaller sections. It's about being realistic. You will not be able to write a whole entire YouTube strategy in an hour. You will probably need around half a day for that. It takes time to learn how much time certain activities take you, but try to be realistic. Plan time for the stupid tasks that you might forget about. You might not like doing laundry or doing your groceries, and you might not think that taking a shower takes time, but these things actually do. So you should plan them in. Either you add them to your blocks or you plan them in separately, but you still have to do these things. You cannot just plan them away. And lastly, plan for your bad habits. These are the things that you enjoy that might not necessarily be labeled as productive or good for you, but we still need those things in order to enjoy life. Think watching TV, drinking wine on a terrace with your friends. These things are in our lives. We need to accept the reality of needing those things in order to be happy. I personally love my evenings with a little glass of wine and Grey's Anatomy, so I will allow time for that, and I think that you should too, because those little moments of enjoyment are what life is about anyway. I hope these tips helped. If they did, I am certain that these 2 videos will likely be for you as well. So go ahead and watch them, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave me a comment down below with what your main focus for this month will be. And I hope to see you next week. Toodaloo!